Okay, here's my marketing trick.
I want to hear it.
All right. So that guy said, I would cut off my other arm to party with you.
Yeah.
You could actually do, what would you do to party with the machine and have people lining, like begging to do it and integrate it into some type of like marketing, tie something into it where it's like people submit videos or 30-second max, minute max video where they can make it funny. They're creating content for you, and the payoff is like if whoever you choose, you fly out, and you can build like an excitement around hanging out and partying with you.
That's not a bad idea, but what would people do? I'll eat a hair sandwich.
Yeah, they'll just like shit in their mom's pillowcase. Like
I'll shit in my mom's pillowcase. I'll fuck my sister.
Yeah, yeah. And then they go, Bert partied with me.
Do you know what I really want to do for real?
Yeah.
I for real want to go to a 21st birthday of a guy who's never drank.
And just
and
kill him?
And be there with him his first night. Did you ever see that video of that guy in Philly that I did where he brings in balloon, like it's a fake interview. He's doing a character and I'm just doing the helium improv, and they're like, it'll help ticket sales. And so it's a fake interview. He's like the up and comer is what it's called. And he comes in. It's the funniest thing I've never.
Oh, really?
Dude.
He's a comic there?
He quit comedy, by the way. Doesn't do it anymore. But he was a comic. He was a local comic, and he had this idea of doing the up and comer, where he'd ask what.
I'm just thinking of. Man, I feel terrible about that. I'm wondering if it's this guy I told one time what he was doing was wrong.
Pull up the up and comer. Bert Kreischer, the up and comer.
And then he was like,
"Oh, please say you ruined him." Because I broke the fucking kid.
You did?
That's it, to the left.
Let me see.
I'm honestly
So wait.
One. The store.
So hang on. So I'll tell you right now. I'll probably tell the story better than you can watch it. Mm-hmm. But if you go to like minute 2:30, I'll tell you where it's at. The whole premise is he says, "I'm the party animal. I want to party with you. Teach me how to be a comic."
You look good there. How long ago was that?
This is a long time ago. And so he brings balloons. I have a fear of balloons.
Yeah.
And so he brings balloons. I'm glad I fucking said that. I'm glad I put that out on there. And so he brings balloons, and I go, actually, you're freaking me out. I go, I'm gonna have to cut right now and say, if any of you have done any research, you know I have a fear of balloons. And someone in the back goes, do you want a shot? And I go, yeah, I want a shot. And I go, that's what you could learn. Let's do shots. So we do 4 shots real quick. And then all of a sudden he goes, actually, I'm gonna have to break right now. I've never had alcohol before.
Ever?
Dude, watch my reaction. Scoot forward. Put your headsets on. Watch my reaction. I'll tell you, keep going. You'll see he'll have shots in his hand. Keep going.
There he is. He's doing a shot.
Keep going.
Exactly. Cheers. Kill it. Taking a shot with friends.
Okay.
Let's kill the bottle. Yeah.
This is his first
Wearing a tie is a lot like being in prison because
you're trapping yourself in a persona that you can't live up to.
Okay, watch this kid. Okay, hang on. Go back a second. There you go.
bike.
Because you never forget how to do it.
Okay, watch him.
I need to jump out and be honest in this moment. I've never drank alcohol in my life.
Look at how excited I am.
Yeah, he looks so happy.
And by the way, he's doing it with a pro, so like we get done this, and he goes, "What are we doing now?" I go, "I'm going to bed." This is like 10 in the morning. And he goes, "What should I do?"
Wait,
I go,
press play again. Let's see what he's. I want to see if he's.
I'm honestly I'm telling the truth. Yeah.
I want that 45 seconds to be my ringtone, and I'm gonna always have my ring. This
That's
interview
great.
was a lot like George Bush's presidency.
Because it was just nonstop fun.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bert Kreischer will be at Helium
fucked up.
he's fucking
all
wasted.
weekend long.
That's hilarious.
He's fucking wasted. But I wanted to do a show where I go out and party with people for their first time. And
That's
just
a
go,
great idea.
Dude, I've had so many show ideas.
You'd have to dial it back for for rookies. They would fucking just puke and remember like when we did Buzzed and they're like, oh, we can't do this show.
Dude, that was the funniest show. That was the funniest thing I've ever been a part of.
That was so funny. Bert had a pilot that we shot. We shot it. I wrote on it.
Hold on, can I tell you the fucking greatest thing about this? This is when I realized, oh, I want to be attached to Tom for the rest of my life. I brought Tom in as a writer, and he was executive producing it and editing it by the end of the show. He fired the director. He fired the director and turned him into audience wrangler. I swear to God. I swear to God. And I was like, how did you do that? And then I went in for the first like writers meeting, and they're like, Tom, you want to take in charge of this? And they're like, yeah. First one's lick it or stick it.
That was so fun. And this is how crazy television is. For people always hear like showbiz stuff. The show is called Buzzed. It's greenlit. Like Comedy Central is paying all of us to make it. He's hosting it. You know, there's production.
The premise of the show was I go to a bar and I pick people up like Cash Cab and we play a game show, but they've got to be
on
drunk.
On
a bus, and whatever they blew into the breath meter, whatever they blew, they got that. Take the point, put a 0 at the end, and that was the starting bank.
It was so funny.
People were so fucked up.
It's a game show of people buzzed, right? That's why it's called Buzzed. And like playing, like there's ridiculous categories, and it's just like
Lick It or Stick It was, we'd show you a picture of a woman, you had to guess if she was a lesbian or not a lesbian.
It was
that was the ultimate moment in that show. I'll tell you the highlights of that show. The first time we go, have you ever had sex with an animal? And the guy goes, no, yes. And we go, what? And he goes, one time I blew a squirrel. Do you remember that? And we were like, uh-huh. And everything in that show was, I remember the one time we said to the girls, we had a thing where we were going to have them put lipstick on with their feet.
Yeah.
And I go, ladies, I've noticed none of you wearing lipstick. Now it's time for you to apply lipstick. And they go, with our tits? And we go,
yep.
The best one. Do you know the best one?
Which one?
Lick It or Stick It. We put up a picture of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes, I remember this.
And I go, guys, lick it or stick it. The guy goes, stick it. My dad fucked her. And I go, hold on. I heard she was a hermaphrodite. And he goes, no. But then again, would my dad tell me he fucked a dude? Probably not. And I go, I'll tell you what, for another $500, get your dad on the phone and let's confirm if he fucked Jamie Lee Curtis. And he goes, okay. So he calls his dad. It's like 3 in the fucking morning. He's like, Dad. And he's like, what's going on? He goes, Dad, I'm in on a game show. Quick. Did you fuck Jamie Lee Curtis? And you just hear his dad sound asleep go, affirmative. We had 2 Mexicans and we in the fucking thing, and they were hammered. Do you remember they were like, there's no good time to headbutt. That was their catch line. They headbutted each other.
Yeah.
And the game was we put up a Latino person and they had to guess if they were Mexican or not Mexican. Yes. And they missed every single one.
Yeah, like J-Lo, they were like, she's fucking Mexican.
Yeah, Selena? No.
Yeah, it's like, no, dude. That shit was like, it was honestly like the pilot was it was nonstop laughs and fun. It was fun vibe. It's kind of like, you know what I liken it to now is like when you watch Impractical Jokers and you're like, these guys are just having a good time, silly concept. It was like that. We deliver the pilot and Comedy Central, who greenlit and paid for the show, was like, we can't do this show. And we're like, what? And they're like, there's alcohol involved. And we're like, it's your show. Like, you said to do it.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, but I mean, there's too much liability and sponsors are going to be like weary of sponsoring a show revolved around alcohol drinking. And we're like, so that's it? And they're like, yeah, we shouldn't have done this.
They did when they viewed it, when they viewed all their pilots, they made it last because it was the best one, and they poured a shot of tequila for everyone, and everyone took a shot of tequila and had a drink and watched it, and it killed. And then the ad sales guy was like, I can't sell this show.
Yeah, really crazy. That's TV for you. Fucking crazy, man.
TV is exciting. Dude, I pitched so many great shows to DIY networks. Do you remember those? I pitched Moat Crashers, where we build every man's house is his castle, every castle deserves a moat. Mm-hmm. We give them a moat.
A moat would be so awesome. Wouldn't you love to have a moat?
No more locking your doors. You got a fucking moat.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you.
And we'd get gators, dude. Gotta get gators.
Do you know how much shit I'd put in my moat? I'd have nutrient. I'd have a platypus.
Yeah.
I'd have gator. I'd have like a whole... Dude, I really want to turn my backyard into like a fucking jungle. Like if there was a way... I've been thinking about this, about getting like parrots and raising them in my backyard, right?
Yep.
And letting them run around and be free all
can
around
do
LA,
this.
but come back to me every night and morning
Yeah.
and like be safe.
Yeah.
I would love that.